A Mill Valley man was killed when he went to check on downed power lines at Laverne and North Ferndale Avenues. That's when a tree came crashing down.
But KPIX 5's Julie Watts tells us the man was not actually hit by the tree, but by a car. Jules?
That's right, Veronica. We're told this accident was actually triggered by the sound of a falling tree. People have been coming by all day to pay their respects to the victim, Darren Malvin, including his brother, who we spoke to at length today, though understandably he didn't want to go on camera. But many were surprised to see the power lines that triggered this incident were still hanging overhead, blocking the street until just minutes ago when PG&E brought them down.
I think it's a terrible tragedy. You know, I think it's really sad.
Neighbors are still trying to come to terms with the loss of one of their own, as a stark reminder of the catalyst for his death remains hovering overhead.
He was a very outgoing guy and a very helpful guy. That's probably why he was out in the middle of the night here, was probably trying to be helpful. You know.
Darren Malvin was the CEO of his family-run company, American Solar, a father, a husband, a man active in the community. Brian Gould was renting this home to Darren, his wife, and their 7-year-old daughter.
It's supposed to be temporarily because they're building a house up the block.
The family was set to move into their dream home in just a few months, a dream that ended last night. According to CHP, Darren called 911 to report these downed power lines and came outside to wait for crews to arrive. Another neighbor drove up in a van, and as they were chatting, they heard this tree crack. Panicked, Darren reportedly ran around the front of the van just as his neighbor hit the gas. He was hit and later died from his injuries.
It is very dark at night, so there was probably no visibility, you know, when this happened.
Police have not released the identity of the driver, but say she was cooperative. And by all accounts, it was a tragic accident.
They were out here trying to figure out what to do about a bad situation, and then, you know, the tree broke.
Now, police tell me they can't rule out the possibility of charges against the driver until the police report is finalized, and that could take weeks. However, generally speaking, when it comes to vehicular manslaughter, there needs to be some sort of negligence or some sort of intent, and by all accounts, that does not seem to be the case in this situation. Back to you.